Good morning. So I've got Shawn here once again, our seminarian for the summer.
Good morning,
I'm going to interview him with a few questions about his initial experiences. He's been with us for just over a week now at Holy Trinity. And I think one of the things that we found valuable previous summers with our seminarians is giving them a chance to consciously and deliberately reflect on what they're experiencing, what strikes them as positive, what's negative, what bugs them about what they've seen, just initial impressions. So I've encouraged him to be really candid on this too. So Shawn, on your first 8 days here at Holy Trinity, what would if you were back at the seminary in the coffee shop chatting with the other men up there, what would some of your comments tend to be about Holy Trinity at this point?
Well, first thing is how active it is here. It's a very vibrant community here, very active. In your homily today, you mentioned about being receptive to the Holy Spirit and reacting to the Holy Spirit and moving to the Holy Spirit. I see a lot of that happening here.
I do
you
too.
have folks who are longtime parishioners who come not just from this area, but from all over Portland and congregate here week after week. And that says a lot. It says that this has a very powerful pull on people, and it's a long-term pull. It's amazing how many people have been part of this parish, not just for years, but for decades, and how active they are in all the programs. So it's really, to me, it was very impressive, very astounding, and especially to see all the programs in play here.
Cool. So you've been here for 2 weekends now, and Shawn has been with us out in front before and after all the masses. For those of you who haven't met him out there, what's your impression of the way we worship here as a community? Just based on, again, be candid.
Well, it's much more evangelical than a lot of other parishes I've been at. Or I should say, more charismatic.
So describe what you mean by that.
It means more outward displays of affection, of enthusiasm for the Word. It's not quite as reserved or buttoned down as you'd find perhaps at some other parishes. Some more, I guess, what you would call conservative or parishes. So yeah, that's a big difference. In my experiences of going around to different parishes before, you see a lot of variation between.
You do.
Yeah, and it boils down to the flavor of the congregation, if you will, as well as the pastor.
It's a combination for sure. We laugh here often in saying if people aren't leaving church smiling or laughing or chatting with someone, we've done something wrong as a parish. So,
okay.
And I wish you would have a chance to see us down the road. You can, Shawn, when we're back to our full numbers again. But the visiting going on before and after Mass, it's just fun to just step back and just watch a Christian community in action with each other.
That's
caring for each other, praying for each other, crying with each other, laughing together. I mean, it inspires me week after week after week. So.
And you bring up community. It's a very strong sense of community here among the parishioners. So it's very impressive.
Yeah, and that's part of the culture of Holy Trinity. So that certainly precedes my time here. And there's been a strength to this parish that's carried through some hard times for them too. And it's been by that community spirit. So very clearly so. What else would you say about liturgy, since we've been laughing here in the staff before that for parish life, it all happens on the weekend. So not that important things don't happen during the week, but that line I gave you from the book, it's the weekend, stupid, meaning that's where we need to put our resources, because that's when we had, previous to COVID, 3,000 people coming here every week. So what else have you noticed about maybe some of the more specifics about Mass, the way our lectors do their work, or musicians, or what kind of comes to mind?
It's very emotive. I mean, it's very, it's not reserved. It's not buttoned down. It's a lot more out there, more.
I like his phrase,
emotive.
buttoned down. Yeah, we're not buttoned down. That's for sure.
Yeah. So that's part of the flavor of this particular parish. I think that that acts as a draw for a lot of people to come, not just only from this neighborhood, but from far away to this parish. Absolutely.
Though we pride ourselves on still being a neighborhood parish, so there are parishes that are I would call them simply or more exclusively intentional parishes where people go there because they have a Latin Mass or because they're 100% into social justice issues or some of those kind of more narrow niches like that. Holy Rosary would be a little bit like that. As St. Stephen's, you've been out there, you know. Cathedral has its own call, its own drawing, and its own
it does.
Form. Just you were there last summer. St. Andrew's kind of on the other end of that spectrum. So,
absolutely.
But we consider ourselves a pretty centric kind of a parish. But again, what I'm so proud of with this parish is just the level of engagement. So many people involved and here because they want to be here and they want to be with each other and want to worship God.
That's true. It's a very high energy level here. Very high energy. Part of that's from this guy too.
That's part of it. That's part of it. So we were talking earlier. I'm going to give one of Shawn's secrets. When he went home Sunday afternoon, he said he was going to lay down for a short nap. It was a 2-hour nap. I reminded him that Sunday mornings take a lot out of us, and most of us as clergy are pretty strong introverts, including Father Hans and me, and
me,
and Shawn. And it does take a lot of just that level of engagement, even those little short spurts of before and after Mass when there's a lot of people coming out and that attentiveness to each person.
It caught me by surprise yesterday. I mean, usually if I do lay down for nap, it's a half hour. I zonked out for 2 hours, just hard zonked out. And but it's
that's reality. No, that's my experience every Sunday. I can tell you when I get home to the house, and it's like, oh, I just want to get in my chair and put my feet up, and zonk out. I don't do 2 hours. I don't have that option. But it's but even just for a few minutes, just to that was good, So
that probably the only anxiety I have here really is just all the faces and names, and I have been doing my best, and I apologize to any viewers out there who I might have messed up your name. I'm so sorry, but it has been it has so many faces and names compared to parishes I've been in. There's, even in this reduced head count time of COVID, there's still so many. I'm still trying to learn everybody's names.
Oh gosh!
And I'm always so concerned that I'm gonna mess up somebody's name.
And you will. So, reality.
Thanks, Father. Thanks, Father Hans. I appreciate that.
And I'm just delighted you're here with us. Good, Shawn. It took me a minute there. I was going to just ignore that because I thought I didn't want to embarrass you, but that was intentional.
Yeah.
All right. Well, folks, have a great day. Shawn, say your farewell.
Thank you so much, everybody, for making me feel so welcome here. It's such a warm and inviting community. Thank you. I'm going to enjoy my summer here with you.
Great. Bye, everybody.